here we are in the blazing San Fernando Valley. It's got to be 110 out here. Thank God we're on black, standing next to black.
You've seen the car, we're done.
And your father's black. Yeah, it's hot. This is the new Scion.
The Scion FRS. We've had the Subaru BRZ we had on, but we didn't really drive it. We had it, we went around the block, and this is its sister car.
I've been driving this car for a few days. It's fun. It was fun watching you get into the back seat.
Yes, sitting sideways.
By the way, you cannot legally claim you have a back seat in your car if a man who's under 5'9" has to sit akimbo. I mean, literally sitting, you had to take your ass, pivot it 90 degrees, and put your feet where the other person's ass would be.
Yes.
You're essentially golf clubs.
You were driving and Gary Smith was riding shotgun.
Unfairly.
How tall is Gary?
6'5", 6'5". The point is this.
It's not the car.
He had his knees, even an average sized guy in the front seat, and you're sitting sideways. So you may as well get it.
Well, you know, the guys at Scion and Subaru, they basically said they kind of designed that more for, you can fold down the rear seats and you can fit 4 tires in the trunk and the fold down seats, so you can take it to the track and swap your tires.
You know, it's funny. It's interesting.
I'm the size of 2 tires, basically.
It's an interesting thing that here we are trying to get all these back seats. Technically, maybe it's for insurance purposes, maybe it's for sales purposes. We're trying to get all these back seats into cars that don't really have room for back seats.
Yeah.
And ironically, when I was talking to Leno the other day about my Ferrari, I said if the car didn't have a back seat, it'd be worth another 300 grand right now.
Yeah.
If you take any Ferrari and even the Lamborghini and put the 2+2 designation behind it, you can go ahead and take $200,000 away from the price of the vehicle.
Something like the DB9, you can get it with the 2 seats, or you can get it with the 2x2, which is the 2+2, which is like just a little back seat that you can't use.
Historically,
do you think the ones without the seats are worth more?
You name me the Ferrari that is over 300 grand that has a back seat.
Yeah, when they're new.
Mondale or whatever.
But yeah, like you could buy a 456.
No, but I'm saying right now, Daytonas, no back seat, 300 and something, $400,000.
Yeah.
It's 275. You know, the long nose GTB. You know, those are $1 million. The twin cams. You know, way over $1 million. You know, the Lamborghini. You know, SV Miura going over $1 million. Ferrari, even a bigger car, like you take, it's interesting, sorry I'm pissed off, but you take a Ferrari Lusso, that's a luxury car, like Lusso's like luxury or something, that's a big car, but those cars are 900 grand with no back seat. My car has a 4-liter instead of a 3-liter engine, has a 5-speed instead of like a push-button overdrive, has a much more technically advanced car. It's about a year or 2 older than a Lusso, and it's worth not even half that price because it has a back seat. Let's get the back seat out of this car.
I think you're just grumpy because you got a good deal on the car, and Leno still said you paid too much. He's not a big Ferrari guy. Anyway, so this car has a back seat, whether you like it or not. Maybe you just ruined the value of it because it has it, but
it's fun. It's you know, like, let's put it this way about this car. The seats are good. I like the controls on the radio and all that kind of stuff. If you said this thing was $22,000, you go, I like it. If you said it was $18,500, you'd go, I love it. If you said if it's $35,000, you'd go, F you.
All right, so it's $25,000.
Yeah, and that's...
It's $25,000, and in driving it around, it has that same Boxer 2-liter engine that was co-developed with Subaru.
Yeah.
And I was driving it, and the handling is great. Around the canyons, it's great. It doesn't have that straight line performance, and I kept thinking it's like, it's your high school varsity track guy that's awesome.
Yeah.
But wait till when he gets to college and he matures and he's a little stronger.
It's sad.
And then it'll be awesome.
It's a little gutless, and the other problem is when you're waiting for it to spool up, it doesn't. Like you
There's
go.
no turbo.
No, I know, but you go, all right, this thing is worthless under $5 grand, but once I hit 5,500, it's going to pin me back in my seat. It doesn't really ever do that.
Around the
it's
turns.
Fun. It handles. I hope we can race it in the Celebrity Grand Prix next year.
I'm going to pop the engine here, pop the hood.
All right.
And I'm hoping that yeah, like you're saying, At the
I'm scared to touch the hood. Ow, ow, ow. You got 3 seconds to find that latch.
Shit.
I know. Why do people buy black cars, especially in San Fernando? There it is. It's a miniature Boxer.
Yeah, Jeff's gonna have to show it to you because it's too hot on the
Yeah, you
hood
can go to
for me.
AdamCarolla.com if you want to look at it. And
Yeah.
hopefully they'll put, hopefully someone's going to strap a turbo and a big intercooler in the hood of this thing and like make a mini STI WRX out of it.
This thing with another 80 or 100 horsepower, then it's, you know, then it's an Olympic champion, not a high school varsity
Not only
champion.
does this thing need another 80 or 100 horsepower, but it needs some low-end torque just to get a little extra grunt. Now, really, do we have to fire this thing up?
Heck yeah.
All right. I'll stand by the exhaust.
Yeah, you stand by the exhaust.
All right. Look out, world. I might take my 25 to the mini dealership first and ask them how they were feeling, and I might take my 25 over to look at a Abarth and see how that was doing. I don't know if you can get an Abarth for 25.
Yeah, I think you can. That might be a fun car.
Then I'd look at this. I'd have all 3 of them in the mix. But either way, fun
rear-wheel drive.
and rear-wheel drive, which might just tip it in that direction.
That could be enough to move it over.
All right, so until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Matt, the Motorator, DeAndrea saying, keep the air in the spare and the bag in the wheel.